accomplished on the financial side, like I said, we've finalized the Canon Senegal follow-up that we had. The team back from Indonesia this past weekend. So last week they finished the Indonesia site visit. We're putting together the PowerPoint briefing to go over the observations for all 4 posts. And just as we did last year, we'll provide those at the next bi-weekly status meeting. So we'll have a presentation to go over our observations to date, put together for all 4 posts.
Yeah, I guess, because there's looking ahead, I mean, nothing really surprising in the post visits in terms of what we saw, what we expected, no showstoppers in terms of planned audit approach. That one issue we can talk about.
Yeah.
There were 2 days they didn't do the cash count in the month of June. One of those days is the day the incident occurred, so.
So certainly any questions you guys have, we can come up and talk the next 2 weeks about post visits. On the financial side, we've certainly completed all the planning thus far, the post visits and the entity level control work. We started reconciling the data populations for the interim June 30th samples. I know we talked to Paul yesterday about obtaining some additional populations to help reconcile for the ULO testing. We can talk afterwards about that as well, any additional questions you may have.
As well as streamline that testing, really, is to
Yeah.
try to minimize our sample size, let us cherry
Yeah.
pick on.
Exactly.
Not the whole population, but
Correct.
just the things that are more likely to be stale.
Sure.
We talk about time frames on obtaining that information,
Yeah.
so we keep the process moving on both sides. The IT team began the general controls testing over access control and segregation of duties, and performing the application control testing over security management and configuration management, as well as meeting with Suzanne regarding the Odyssey's reporting functions for segregation of duties. So at this point, we're on track with the IT testing and really getting into the bulk of the financial side. The next 2 weeks, like I said, we'll meet to discuss all the post-visit observations. We'll have the briefing in 2 weeks. Continue to reconcile the data files for 6:30, hold some follow-up conversations, as well as talk about our testing approach as we move forward with the severance liability calculation. Then additionally, we'll start sending out samples by the end of this week. So you'll start seeing, we'll certainly send them out on a real-time basis. So as we've completed one of the reconciliation items, we'll send that sample so that you won't get a bulk sample on one specific day. So we'll give you a kind of timeline that we anticipate when you'll receive this particular sample. And then begin testing the application control testing for segregation of duties access control for the IT team. And I know Alberta's been working on a daily basis with the IT folks, so certainly any questions that you have, let Alberta, Ed, myself, or Bill know as we move forward on the IT testing side.
I think we're pretty good now. I got most of the questions resolved today with you.
Okay. Upcoming project milestones, as I said, bulk interim testing as we move forward, and then certainly looking forward at our year-end testing as we finalize what we'll be doing at interim, setting up some analytics, and so we're trying to really tailor bulk of our sampling here and do some predictive model analytics for year-end testing. We're going to leverage the information, the results that we're getting on our June 30th testing to kind of scale back the number of samples to do at year-end.
You know, it's something we want to do sometime during this interim period, look at those predictive models, do whatever scrubbing we have.
Okay.
And you know, having looked at those, I'd like to see them defined a little bit, again, more down to a little more
Okay.
granular level, so we can work on that. Again, the payoffs and at year end.
Sure, yeah.
So we can get through that, but I
Okay,
think,
Suzanne will be back, she's on vacation this week, she'll be back next week if you want to meet to kind of go
Okay.
over, to see what we want to do.
let us
make
get
this a little
together
tighter.
and kind of take our lessons, learn what we had last year.
Okay.
And like I said, the more we can do now on the certainly on the severance liabilities, get that out of the way, so then it's more just doing analytics and looking for anomalies at your end.
Okay.
And then certainly we've been receiving a lot of PDCs on both the financial and IT side, so we'll be working on our end now that we're back on site full-time, updating the PDC items on a real-time basis, so we're both on the same page as what information we've received. I know we've been back at the county office for the last few weeks, so as we move forward, we'll update that on a daily basis as we had in the past. So that's really everything I have here. Like I said, we'll do the post observations. We'll work with you guys, everyone in the room, any questions we may have on data populations so we can get the samples out sooner rather than later. Any questions, comments, concerns?
No, we talked, Ashley, yesterday, in
Yeah.
contact with HR to get the
I
HR
called off
records
their
that you want.
voicemail, so I'll contact
Okay.
her today while I'm
They're on this floor, so.
here. Maybe I'll
you
just
just
walk
go
over.
pound on their door. And then you guys set up a time with GC to go over the.
Yes, we did, it's on the
SDS
calendar
filings.
already.
Okay, great.
All right, well, thank you
No.
guys, we're looking forward to heading into this next phase of the audit.
Yep, we're back on every 2 weeks, we had a little sabbatical from the status meeting, so we'll put those back on.
It was truly missed.
I feel the love.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Great, thanks.